As the crisp air of fall rolls in and schedules fill up, Albertsons is making meal times easier than ever with a fresh lineup of meal solutions. So whether you're juggling back to school routines like myself, maybe you're going to cozy up with the family on a game day, or you're simply craving some comfort food without all the prep, Albertsons offers convenient, chef-inspired options that fit every lifestyle. So joining us right now, we have Kelly Sutter. He's Service Deli Sales Manager with Albertsons. And you brought some really delicious options here for us, Kelly.
This is really just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
there's so much more that I could have brought. But yeah, and so I think, you know, as you mentioned, boy, people are busy these days.
Yes.
You know, the weekdays.
I'm feeling it, Kelly.
Lots of stress, right? And
Yes.
so, you know, what's great about Albertsons is when you walk through the door, you know that you're confident that you can find everything that you need. And so in the service deli or prepared foods department, we like to say, we've got just a ton of options. You know, I've got a lot obviously here and a few things I can recommend. You know, one of those in particular is our chicken dinner deal. And you know, we take chicken very seriously.
Do you?
We do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Explain why. Why do you take chicken so seriously?
Well, it's fresh chicken that we prepare in the store right there.
Oh, really?
And you know, with the chicken,
I didn't know that.
We do. And so with the chicken dinner deal, really, you know, you have your choice of a whole roasted chicken, fried chicken, roasted chicken, and then you can add a side to it, and it easily feeds a family of 4.
Yes, easily. Oh, I love that. And you know what I also love too about the roasted chicken option is, you know, obviously you can eat it as is. Sometimes we pull it apart and we make like chicken quesadillas. Or if you just have a portion of it, sometimes you have leftover and then you have some lunch for the next day.
Absolutely.
Which is also a great time saver for families.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and when I think of just, you know, maybe, you know, this is more comfort, right? More comfort style.
Yes.
Maybe you're looking for something just a little bit lighter. And even though, you know, I think of sushi as maybe more spring, summer, but boy, it is popular all times of the year.
Sushi is always good in my book. I love sushi. And the thing I also love too about this at Albertsons is that when you grab it, it's one of those grab and go, right? It's already prepared. It's there for you. You even have the chopsticks, so you don't have to worry about the utensils.
Absolutely.
Right? Sometimes parents, we got to be able to grab something that we can eat in the car on the way to a game. This is a perfect way to do it, especially for the kiddos as well too, because it's highly packed in protein. It's also in some ways customizable if you get the chef in time when he's preparing the rolls.
Absolutely.
And you can request something specific. Done that a number of times because we do have some dietary needs in my family, which leads me to the next question. I mean, you have some fall options, right? Do you have any more fall options?
We do. So there's a few things I'd like to point out.
Please do.
And again, when I think of fall, I think of cooler weather, right? The sun is setting. You want a cozy meal.
You do.
Soup enters the conversation. And so, you know, we've got a wide variety of soups, as you know. This year, we're bringing back our spiced pumpkin bisque soup. And then a little later on, we've got a traditional French onion soup. And so that's really going to liven up this fall.
You even have a spiced pumpkin soup to go with all this spiced pumpkin. Crave right now. I love that.
Absolutely. It's very fitting for a soup. And what's great about our soups is that they are our private label, or as we call our own brands. So proprietary recipes for us that you can only get in our stores.
Oh, that's marvelous. Okay. What about those I'd mentioned? We have dietary restrictions in my family. So how can you accommodate that then?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, we have a ton of options for individuals that might have dietary restrictions. And so always the go-to is, you know, the labels are there and present, obviously, but then we have a great staff on hand to answer any questions. And so, you know, soups, for example, a lot of ours are gluten-free. Some offerings are just, you know, protein forward and protein centric. And some of those that, you know, might be absent of flour for those, you know, gluten intolerant. So just everything across the board you'll find in our stores.
I love that. Okay. What would you say though? I want to know your favorite working in this department. What are some of your faves and like kind of your go-tos?
There's honestly too many to count. And so, but I've kind of narrowed it down a little bit. And so I would highlight our pretzel bun sandwiches. And what's really great about these, the bread really makes the sandwich. They offer a little bit of sweetness that really complement the savoriness of the meat and cheese.
Okay.
The other item, and it's really just kind of an example, is in my cart, I always have specialty cheese. In this case, this is Sartori Bellavitano. And as we get into fall, holiday, hundreds of cheese selections.
Boards, cheese boards.
Absolutely.
All the tasty, like, walk by and nibble options during all those holiday gatherings. Okay, Kelly, I want to know, are these options possible when I'm shopping online? I mean, a busy parent, I'm going to be grabbing up and go. I'm going to be taking advantage of that option that Albertsons gives us where we can order online and then I pull up and you put the groceries in my car. But what about these fresh hot meals?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And first of all, if I might, what a great service that we have. We talked about, stressful weekdays, how nice would it be just to pull up and have your groceries ready for you. And that's why we do have hot, fresh offerings available to you online.
No kidding. Albertsons, thank you. Some of the stress has just kind of melted away. Where can our viewers go, Kelly, to learn more and find Albertsons near them?
Albertsons.com is the first place to get started.
Great. Thank you so much. Now I know what I'm doing for dinner.
Thanks for having me.
I'm all set, not only tonight, but for the rest of the week as well. All right, everyone, stick around. More to come here on Idaho Today right after the break.